I'm going to cover a few tips that might help you organize your Google Classroom courses. The first tip is to change your theme color so that it is not close to orange or red, because I plan to use colors like orange and red to highlight important information. And if my theme is already featuring a similar color, that is going to get lost. So to change your theme color, click on Select Theme. And there are several tabs you can look through, and I'm just going to pick a theme that either looks pretty neutral or has a color that's definitely not similar to orange or red. Now Google Classroom is highlighting all of my assignments and materials in a blue color, which will work. If you're not happy with the color Google Classroom chose, just go back to Select a Theme until you find one that you like. Next, I want to teach you how to clean up the stream. Because Google Classroom tends to overpost items in the stream, I don't think students need these little reminders every time I post an assignment. They'll see it, and I'd rather have fewer items here so that when I do post updates and announcements, they are easier for students to locate and students are more likely to pay attention to them. So head over to the gear icon in the top right to adjust your settings. One of the things that I like to do is limit who can post in the stream to only teachers, but this is up to you. Here's the setting I'm really looking for. I don't really want my classwork featured on the stream, so instead of showing even condensed notifications, I'll say hide classwork notifications and just keep those on my classwork tab. While I'm here, I also highly suggest you turn off your Google Meet link because we will be using Zoom. So there's no need for students to even have the opportunity to click on a Meet link. It could be confusing. Once you have those settings adjusted, click Save. And now my stream is only featuring my actual announcements and not just all of the activity that's happening on my classwork page. Now let's head over to the classwork page to see how we can better organize that. I have this classwork page sorted by topic, which makes it a lot easier than simply having a list of items that you're posting in order. So I highly recommend that you use topics to organize. And based on how I saw most people organizing their Google Classroom courses in the spring, doing so by date of class meeting seems to be the preferred way to do it. Google Classroom does not let us do subtopics yet, so most of you were creating a topic for each day or a set of block days at your classmates, and I think that's probably one of the best ways to go. So if you're not sure how to create a topic, just choose Create, Topic, title the topic, and click Add. Items are now drag and droppable in Google Classroom, so you can just set that right where you would like it to be. And you can frame out topics ahead of time because students will not see those until there's actually a published item in the folder. So although I am seeing August 26th and 27th and the now renamed August 28th Silver Day, students are not seeing those because there's no published content in those topics yet. And if you do organize your classroom this way, I recommend you put your topics in order with most recent at the top, so everything will be in reverse chronological order. The only item you may wish to be above the day's work would be a course information folder. To keep that from filling up too much of the stream, in mine I only have a course syllabus and I have my permanent Zoom link. And then everything else, even though there's a whole lot of other information in course info, I've consolidated that into a Google slide deck called What If. I'll open that. I will give you all this template if you want to make a copy of it, and I haven't finished it yet, but it's kind of things like what if I have missing work? How do I find it? What if I have a question? What if my computer crashes? So all of those kind of what ifs, what to do when we're remote learning. I want all that information to be accessible to students, but I don't want 50 million links in my course info folder so that students are scrolling to find their work for the day. So I'm going to truncate all that in a Google Slides presentation. Now, when I edit any of my existing items, there is not an opportunity for me to color code anywhere here or in the titles. But topic titles and material titles support anything that would be considered a keyboard character, which includes emojis. So here's a website called Emoji Copy, which is a good one. I have a Chrome extension called Emoji Keyboard, which has similar but slightly differently styled emojis. So for instance, if I search for bell, I get a variety of results. And if I'm using Emoji Copy, I can click on this bell. It appears down here at the bottom. I'll click Copy. And when I head back to my classroom, the one that is sorted, I could add that to my attendance quiz for Silver Friday. I am not sure if we will be using attendance quizzes for Silver asynchronous days, so don't count me to that right now. But if that does happen to be the case, I may want to put a little bell icon here to make attendance stand out. And I'm just going to paste that in here. And now I have a little bell in there, and I will click schedule, not save, because this one is time releasing to release on the 28th. That is how I got the push pin for my Zoom link and how I got the megaphone added to course information. In addition to using emoji icons to help call attention to certain items, you can, if you really want to, even use a color coding system using these emojis. So I'll pull back up Emoji Copy. You can browse through all of the different categories to maybe find something that you like that will call attention to what you want. And at the very end of the symbols category are just straight up different colors. So if you wanted to color code something students actually needed to turn in, say in red, just click on red, copy that, edit the item, and paste it in there. So there are a few ways to clean up your stream, use topics to organize, and emojis to add visual elements that help students navigate through your content.